Hey guys, Sharpend here, and tomorrow I'm flying to Austria, to Vienna, and I figured I'd make like a vlog documenting the cool stuff that I find there sound design wise and stuff like that. So I figured I'd start while I'm at home and show you what I'm packing for my trip. So I'm starting with my Zoom H2n. It's currently recording this video, and I put in a new 16 gigabyte SD disk into it so that it can record like 15 hours at 48 kilohertz to 24-bit, which is crazy. And I decided I'd take a few things with me. So I decided I'd take a drumstick and a drum brush and also a soft mallet. And I've decided to take three of these because if I find something that needs to be sampled deeply, then these three things really give very different characteristic to the sound. I even brought in a tambourine right here to demonstrate it. So, okay. So the drumstick is very blunt and sharp, very clicky. You can really like hear the click. It's very focused, so it's good for this type of sounds. And then the brush is very not focused, which is cool for a different type of sound or for scraping, like just going like this. And even when you hit it, it will be more dispersed, which can give a really cool sound. Like if I'm sampling leaves, it would probably be better to just scrape through them than to hit them with a drumstick. It would sound too clicky and transienty. And the mallet is great for bringing tonal sounds out of instruments. You can really hear the tone of the tambourine a bit more thanks to it. So if I find like glass stuff that resonate a lot, or like huge bells and stuff like this, this is the thing to go with. And yeah, I'm really excited, and I hope I can even buy some new cool instruments like flea markets and stuff like that. So yeah, I hope to update with more stuff. Okay, so as you can see, I've come back from Vienna with a bunch of cool stuff. So let's start with the big one. This is a log drum or a tongue drum. I went to a really cool store called Gandharva Loka or something like that, and it had just a bunch of world instruments, a lot of cool stuff, and I eventually got this thing. It sounds like this. It sounds sort of like a marimba or a xylophone, but with more sustain, because it has this big box to resonate inside. And the store had a bunch of these, but I went with this one because it had the most resonance, so that each note really resonates with the rest of the notes, like so. Like if I would mute everything, it would sound a lot drier. And the cool thing about this instrument is okay, you can also play with your hands. And in addition to that, I also got these. So these are Koshi wind chimes, and basically they're wind chimes that have like a bunch of metal pieces inside instead of regular wind chimes, and it resonates beautifully. It plays a scale. And I'm going to play it really close to the mic because it has a very strong bass tone when you hear it up close. There were 4 different ones to choose from, and I went with this one because I think the scale sounded the best. Each one has its own scale and they can play together at the same time, but I just went with one because I think one is enough. And I also got these rattles. They sound really cool, especially when you don't push it like a normal shaker sound, like just go very quietly with them. sort of like a weird ASMR thing. I mean, you can shake them, but they sound pretty loud. So let me demonstrate. But I really prefer the delicate ASMR-ish quality that you have when you play it up close. And honestly, this shop had a bunch of cool stuff. It had so many cool instruments, and I'm so sad that I didn't get to buy more. They had a lot of cool stuff, and they let me record even one of the instruments there. So that was great. And from the trip, I basically got to mostly record a bunch of ambient stuff. I didn't find a lot of cool Foley stuff, but I did find like some very squeaky wooden stairs at an H&M or a really cool train speeding up sound that sounds sort of like a weird drone thing. I recorded some geese and a lot of water sounds. I think my favorite recording that I got to record was church bells. They just started playing at a random hour in the middle of the day and then really late at night. And I got to record a bunch of different notes for the bells. Like they played different notes each time, so I have higher bells and some lower bells, and they all sound really great. So yeah, I'm really happy with what I bought, and I probably will make a video in the future trying to create a track from scratch using these instruments, or just like the full recordings that I got to record in Austria. And I think that would be a great video too. So yeah, I hope you like this video, and I'll see you in the next one.